there, this is Theresa. Welcome back to the channel. We're going to do a collective reading of what is it that you need to know for the past, the present, and the near future with your particular situation. So if you have been drawn to this message, there is a message Spirit has for you. If you do want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. And if you want a live reading, I do have 15-minute or 30-minute options. They're very limited. So send me a message through my website, or you can email me directly at TimelessDivineTarot@gmail.com. All right, we're going to get 3 cards. One for the past, one for the present, one for the near future. We are going to use the Earth Magic Oracle deck. And then we will clarify with some tarot. All right, what is the energy for the collective that they need to know in the past, the present, and the near future from the Earth Magic? What is it, the message that needs to be heard? What is the energy in the past, the present, and the near future? The past energy is the new moon promise. Okay, what's the current energy? The mountain with the strength. And what is the near future energy? You could live by the mountains. Colorado mountains is coming out. The lake in stillness. All right. Let's take a look at each one of these. Hidden at the bottom of the deck is the dream time creation. All right. So let's look at the new moon promise first. This is the energy in the past. You could have maybe made some promises to yourself around the new moon. Maybe you should have made some promises around the new moon. What is this new moon promise? Gazing at the silver of the new moon, smiling down upon them, the couple embraces each other, welcoming the promise of their love. The fading sun drapes the clouds and waters in its luminescence. As the crescent opens its arms to the nearby planet Venus, named after the Roman goddess of love, this time for manifestation, beginnings, and renewal with the promise that desires will come to fruition. Did you try to manifest somebody around the new moon last time? Okay, it says this is the time to launch a new project, a new relationship, or renewal of something that had been put aside for a later date with your intention and willingness to allow a full cycle to complete itself. That which you desire will manifest. The seed of that idea is ready to emerge from the darkness in the subconscious into full awareness. So you maybe had made some type of promise to yourself around the new moon that you wanted to start something new, or you wanted to begin something new, some type of new beginning in the past. Okay, so the current energy is the mountain, which is strength. So let's look at the mountain. Okay, it says the massiveness of the mountain in this image, bearing the blankets of snow as spectacular hues from the sun reflect from its body, evokes a sense of immovable strength and stature. A mountain's quiet, immersely leaving us in awe, and inspires us to reach for greater heights. Yet it can also pose challenges. So right now you may be feeling challenged that maybe your manifestation hasn't come in. It says, the firm base of the mountain evolves at the narrowest crest in an attempt to reach the sky. More daring individuals become at the peak and see something to conquer, although it may never truly be conquered. When the mountain feels threatened in some way or simply shrugs its shoulders, the strength can wreak havoc in all beings caught on its skin. Okay. It makes sense. It makes no sense to deny the strength you have at the cost of allowing yourself to be reactive and subject to external influences far beyond what is healthy for you. Imagine yourself as a mountain of strength, solidly grounded in the earth, your head held high as if you were touching the sky. Do so without straining. Just as the mountain itself does not strain, the current situation is calling for you to be vigilant, but not to be the point of fear or paranoia. So in your current situation, something in the last new moon or around the last new moon, you maybe made a promise, maybe you try to manifest something into your reality, and it maybe hasn't come through, and you may be feeling challenged, like, well, Theresa, I did a ritual, I did a manifestation, I did something around the new moon, and it has not bared fruit. You're being asked to be strong right now during this challenge of it not coming in quite yet. Now, your near future energy is the lake, which is stillness. Okay, let's look at the lake. The subdued pastels of the early morning light quietly announce that the night is over and the sun is rising. The lake itself hasn't awakened from its rest and remains still and undisturbed. It welcomes the coming day, ready to respond with grace and fluidity to whatever currents and movements appear in its belly or upon its skin. The surrounding vegetation thrives from the abundant water near the shoreline. The unoccupied boat lies in wait for its next passenger. See the boat right there? All is at rest in the scene. It's in the deep internal stillness that we find our being and come to know that we are intimately united with all of creation. To achieve this mindset, we must slow down once in a while and get away from the surroundings that interfere and distract our inner tranquility. When we do, this profound stillness is available at all times, regardless of the environment. We can experience this sensation with steady, conscious breathing, and we can simply pause for a few minutes to be still. The tempo of life these days has sped up considerably, and there seems to be no end to the thickening or quickening pace. Immersed as we are in the technical whirlpool, there seems to be no escape. However, there is no need to be a prisoner to the hurry up, I'm hearing rat race syndrome. Nor is there a need to feel trapped by the awareness of the collective intensities that massive numbers of humans are experiencing these days. No matter if it's the noise from the environment or the nonstop thinking you have, it's critical for you to seek stillness. Find it in your world, whether it's a special place in your home or a place in nature, something that is human-made noise to escape from. It's important in finding it within yourself, which can be made easier by a quiet place in a natural setting. Do so not only relaxes your mind, but it heightens your awareness and your senses. So something from the new moon in the past you wanted, you promised or were hoping to be promised to receive. It's been a challenge in your current energy because it hasn't come through. Your manifestation, your desire hasn't come through and you're feeling challenged by it. Here in the near future, you're being asked to be very still, not to get part of the rat race, not trying to speed it up. It's when you plant those seeds of something that you want or you desire. I'm hearing too quickly, too soon. You don't want it too quickly, too soon. You have to slow yourself down and you have to be still. And the bottom of the deck is Dreamtime creation. So there's something that you wanted to create. That's the promise in the past. Let's look at this Dreamtime real quick. Then we'll get some tarot to clarify this. The Dreamtime is a place before time and outside of time in which ancestral spirit beings come to earth and give all of life its form. Once the work was done, these spirits remained in the very forms they created, including the animals, the hills, the stars, and other features of the land, and they continue to be present today. The Dreamtime is an individual or group of spiritual template, including songs and stories that have been handed down for at least 60,000 years. Although they've existed since the beginning of time, in one such tradition, there's a creation story involving, which essentially is the log that emits the sound when it's being played. That's that right there. In this card, we see that the spirit man plays this, I don't know how to say it, didgeridoo, which is that instrument right there. The world is sung into existence. Note the various beings and colors and structures of the land that are being created around you, all carrying spirit that has breathed life into them. It says, close your eyes, tune into your breathing, and allow yourself to sink deeply into the heart of the living creation that you are. As you notice your breathing becoming steady and slightly deeper than usual, observe the urge within you that is begging to come forth in some creative action. Pay attention to images, sounds, or feelings that beckon your awareness. And there you will find the key as the manner in which you express this pulse. You breathe your breath, is the crossover between spirit and your physical reality. Breathing comfortably and steadily helps align yourself with spirit, which then brings a clearer focus on what creative expression you're trying to prepare into formation. Disregard any habitual patterns or thoughts that prevent your manifestation from being prompted to come forth. Allow yourself to take risks through this self-expression, and all of creation smile upon you. So, whatever you wanted in the past, this is past energy. So you wanted to create something. You were promising, maybe through rituals, through manifestation techniques, through affirmations. You were promising you wanted something. And right now you're feeling strong to face the challenge. You're being asked to be strong through the challenges of this maturation of what you wanted to manifest hasn't come into your physical reality. Spirit is saying in the near future you need to be very still, because what you don't see, it is being created, but it may not be created at the exact time that you expect. So let's get some tarot and find out what this is. What is this promise that the collective had wanted in the past, that they are desiring to have as a manifestation? What is this? What is this? The Hierophant. So a lot of you, this is higher level of commitment. You want someone that you can come into union with. You want marriage, potentially traditional marriage. You want someone you have the same values, the same beliefs, the same virtues. You want someone who's going to fully commit to you. What is the challenge right now? You're asked to be challenged and be very strong through this manifestation. That you don't allow yourself to be stuck in the lack of. If you haven't received it, for those that need this message, it is below the surface. It's being hidden. It's being created. But you need to maintain control of the vision of what you want to keep moving forward. Willfully having control that even though things are not as black and white as you may want them, they're not in your visual eye for you to see, you need to keep moving forward. That your promise from the universe, it will come through for you, whatever this is. Why is stillness required as your energy in the near future? You have to be very much planting the roots of this stillness. So you're needing to be very committed to what you asked for in the past. And that is what Spirit is wanting you to maintain. Maybe you're supposed to be working on your career or your business before this commitment can come towards you. Maybe you're supposed to be working on stability and security within yourself before this commitment can come towards you. For some of you, you know that this creation is something that takes time. Why is creation hidden at the bottom of the deck? Your intuition knows that you're going to get married, you're going to buy a house, if that's what your ritual was, is to have the money to get this house. You're creating, the fruits of your labor are going to pay off. Your intuition is very strong. Your stability and security will be rewarded. You know, your intuition, you keep doubting. And Spirit is saying this message, the collective that needs this message, whatever this is that you wanted, that you tried to manifest through the last new moon or through maybe several new moons ago, there is a promise you're going to get what you desire, but your intuition, you keep secretly doubting. It's being created. Your thoughts, your prayers, your affirmations have been heard. You're being asked at this time to maintain control over that faith, trusting that what is meant for you is going to come towards you. It may not come when you desire, it may not come when you want, but you're needing to practice stillness and investing in yourself, committing to yourself, having faith in yourself, having faith in the universe, because what you want to create, you already know intuitively it is going to come towards you. For some of you, this is going to be in the month of April. For some of you, it could be the next 4 weeks, 4 months from this time period of whatever this is that you're needing with this message that you wanted to create. You needed this message to know that right now, you may find it's a challenge, that you're not getting what you desire. You haven't received what you thought you would receive by now. For some of you, it's not for 4 years because there's something else that you're needing to build. You're needing to secure before you're going to get what this is that you had desired for your manifestation. So that is what I have for you, collective. I do want to thank you for watching this reading. If you do want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. If you could please like, comment, share, and subscribe, I would appreciate it. Have an amazing day. Bye.